Hey guys, welcome back to Survival Records. I have number 2 here, and I am mining away at the wall behind the gravity generator and the large reactor, or the small reactor, the higher quality reactor, but it's still a small reactor. So the reason I'm doing this, first thing, is because I need to put in a cargo container. A large cargo container, ideally, because I need to put all of my components into it, because I need room to disassemble that thing, the pirate base, because my threat score is super high. It's over 800 at this point. Let's do this. 809. And so, it being up at 809 means that I'm getting large reavers coming in at me. Now, reavers only start spawning when your threat score is above 333, I think it is. So, I'm not like really high up there. There is definitely more growth that I could do to attract even worse reavers, but I'd really like to limit that as much as I can. So I think that's my first thing here. Let's just... I've changed my mind. Let's grind this all up, and as we're grinding it up, put it into this cargo container, and then attach that cargo container to the sled park. Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea. So yeah, let's get to that. And we can start with the little button panel that destroyed my my small reactor, which I gotta remember to put a small reactor back on this thing before it runs out of power, which would end up just being annoying. I think that's probably enough space to put it there. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, I've only done this one little half wall and the doors, and I've already run out of patience for this. So surely there's a better way to do it. I'm thinking if I get a little contraption with a cargo container and maybe a couple of pipes so like it's held underneath it and the grinder goes out to the front, I might be able to make a tool that can work for this. So let's try that. Need some steel plates. Good news. I know where I can find some steel plates. I'll need some cargo stuff. Got some interior plates. Probably... yeah, that's probably enough. So here's this. And it doesn't want me to place it there because it's intersecting, but if I do that... that should then connect as soon as I, how much? Okay, I just need some computers now. Hey look, some computers. I know that's not how you're supposed to use Build a Planner, but, We're making do right now. Alright. Now, let's connect this so it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, that, or can I put a, no, I want it like that, because then I can put another one of these here. Oh, and I need some more. Okay. So I want to put that on the back so I can connect it to things more easily. Let's see what size cargo I could do. So these large cargo containers, there we go, like that. And I want it centered on here like that. And then something like this off the front. That didn't work. That should be pretty straightforward. It might be better to have it higher up, but if I fly it, you know, like this, that'll work. Alright, let's weld this up. I know it's pretty basic kit bash type thing, but I think it'll work. Okay, didn't want to forget that. And some uranium ore. It's actively making uranium ore. And there's 49 in each one, so let's just do that and grab 10 of it. And then that'll even out and equalize again. That. Let's just put it all in and we're good to go. Alright. I don't know what was on button number 7 there, but let's go with block tool. No, let's not do that. Let's go up here. Block tools. Actually, you know what? No, yeah, that's good. Good enough. Let's see how fast this is. Well, it doesn't appear to be grinding away very quickly. I bet you I could grind faster, but this is going to have a lot higher of a cargo capacity than I do. So, yeah, still worthwhile. So, this is weird. I ground off one of the connectors, the opposite of that one, over here, and it had stuff in it. And it had so much stuff in it that the grinder couldn't collect it all. And it just occurred to me, is this... Okay, no, never mind. I was like, is this thing full? That would have been bizarre. I don't know why there was stuff in that connector. Maybe there was a damaged piece of connection. Like it would have come in through up here, maybe? I don't know. Either way. This is working out alright. You need to be a little touchier with it than I prefer, I guess. But it gives me a chance to mention a different thing that I discovered, figured out, and have implemented. Remember in some of those previous episodes, I had a curiosity. There was an announcement saying combat phases begun or combat phases ended, that sort of thing. Well, I figured out what that is. That is a... well, I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like, but it's part of the MES mod. And what it does is allows for things like reavers to spawn during the combat phase, and then outside the combat phase, during the peace phase, they won't spawn. They're not even in the spawn list. So I have disabled the notification of when the combat phase is on or off. So it won't be popping up on the screen anymore. But what's more concerning, I guess, is that I will... I mean, like, now that I know what that means, I'm no longer going to be able to take advantage of it. So, yeah. I guess I just will have to keep keeping an eye out for signals when they show up. What was that? So, like that... Look at that, that's a display. 6 of them. Why did a... No, am I not full? Bizarre. Alright, well, let's keep at it. What? That... Seriously. Well, hey, maybe this gives me a good excuse to build a better quality grinder. So... I wonder if I have any tier 3 motors. Let's see if I have any tier 3 motors. Right. And I need an alloy plate. Oh, and you know what? There are alloy plates right in here. I cannot withdraw the 9 tier 3 motors. So let's put that down. Let's see if I have any tier 3 motors. I had 1 tier 3 motor. Okay. There. It's making up some tier 3 motors. Those tier 3 motors require normal components. Like, I found that titanium, I still don't think I even need it yet. So, that should be a bigger tool. A bigger grinding area and a potentially faster. Let's see if it seems faster on one of these blocks. Oh yeah, much. I mean, I suppose that was a small block, like a half block type thing, but either way, I do think that this is moving along at a better pace. I just need to be more careful. Well, this should be pretty simple to do. Now I can go to inventory on this ship, and in here, like, there are things in this connector. Why are there things in that connector? They should go to the large cargo container. Wait, no, they should go to this large. Duh. That's why. Okay. Okay. That's making more sense now. And now this is empty, but this stuff can go to there. That stuff can go to there. That can go to there. Why is it? Oh, it's making... I get it. It's putting ice into the hydrogen maker. Yeah. Okay. Which means I want to disconnect. All right. And back at it. So I put a camera just above the grinder head. And this is way easier to fly than, where was I last? Up here? Yeah, so there's your camera. And I just gotta, be cognizant of the fact that I stick up above where my camera view is. But this isn't too bad. This is working. I think eventually I'm gonna have a whole grinder pit type thing, where I can just shove one of these things into it, let it go. But, for now, for this project, I'm doing alright. So this is a pretty good example of the size of the area of effect for a Tier 3 small ship welder grinder. Pretty effective, if you ask me. So yeah, cool. Now I just have to be extra careful with bumping into things. There's a wall really close. You've seen the slow speeds that I can go and still bump into things, so yeah, it's slow going, but this isn't too bad. A little zen right now. So I ground down a battery and a connector, so I'm pretty sure this is no longer powered, hence the red lights. But that also means I can't use it to put material into there, so I guess I may as well move the cargo container over there while I'm at it. Or just like right now. So let's ground this off. And then get the cargo container moved and attached to the base. Okay. Just a little bit more room. And what is that? What is that? That's the thing. I didn't grind. Okay. Well, like I said, a little more space there, and that should be enough to get out. Yeah. Okay, there's our cargo container. Let's just sneak on through past it over here. And we can say hello to the sun. Okay. I only had one. Okay. We'll grab a... I don't think that was... There we go. And let's just grab these while we're at it. Alright, so... somewhere in about here, and this is all sort of a temporary layout. It's just here long enough to get a get the base built up. Now, I'm probably going to grab it from like the side and push it in that way. So let's put the here, and let's convert that to a ship. Now, our tug is free to fly. Okay. So, right about like this. All right. Let's see about getting this in there. Should have a free path. Clearly there is a lot of inertia in this thing. But hopefully it also has a good amount of hit points, so if it bumps into anything, it's not going to cause a problem. Okay. This is looking good. Seems bumping into things. Okay. Come on, stop that. This is twisting and turning far more than I expected it to. Okay, and pull it back. Come on. I'm right on top of where I need to be, yeah? Did I not finish? Well, no, it's got everything. Just needs a little wiggle. There we go. Alright, well, all that stuff is now here. So, let's connect to it. One of these. And yes, I'm intentionally making a bit of a flimsy connector. Alright, let me get this up, and then I'll reconnect to that, drop the stuff off, and finish grinding this up. And then we can check what our threat score is again. Alright, well, this is the last of it. And that's a pretty good full cargo container. Alright, so I am now going to check the threat score. Down by 100. Alright, that was good. And I think a lot of what is calculated in the threat score is the modded blocks are counted as double. So it's taking out all those thrusters is definitely worthwhile. So I had planned on putting the thrusters onto the espelta, but if they're going to count twice for the threat score, then I kind of want to use them only if they're more than twice effective, right? That makes sense. There we go. Alright, so like, if I'm only getting a marginally better thrust out of them, then it wouldn't be beneficial to me to have doubling the threat score. But if it's going to be significantly better thrust, then I can justify it. So I'm gonna have to make some judgment calls there. Anyway, I am almost out of oxygen. There we go. Perfect timing. Now, this mod, or this programmable block, has a program on it that calculates the threat score for the ship that you're on. So it's suggesting here that the score for the sled is 318, but that doesn't... That script does not calculate modded blocks. So like these blocks are twice as much. So the actual score for the sled might be more than 318. Anyway, a tier 3 iron barge. Well, what I need to do next is I think I got to give myself more space in here for projects and building inside of the asteroid here, and that's going to involve explosives. So I guess I also kind of want to... Yeah, I need to build myself more space out there, and then in here, out in that direction. And then I can transfer the production capabilities off of the sled and into the sled park. And so I'm going to skip finish sled greebling and go to excavate. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so putting a bit of a hole inside of this base is going to be a lot easier if I use this blueprint. Oh, it's backwards. So this blueprint is the one I made in Season 1 when I went up to Mars to mine for platinum in that cliffside, and I used this to... Oh, wrong way. So not roll. I used it to... Not y'all. Come on. Pitch. There we go. I used it to create a cave deep enough to fit the Deanston inside of. And wow, look at that. It is nearly as big a cave in that direction as it was in that direction. But the nice thing about this cave, or this layout, is it does provide a good basis for where the explosions are. So let's pull that back out and okay. I'm going to count that. I had calculated it and figured out that the center of each of these warheads made a cave that was roughly, pretty well excavated. It didn't require a lot of extra skimming. Like, it wasn't a bunch of spheres, it was one pretty smooth cave. So let's use this, and we want to start this cave a little higher up, I think, than the level it's at right here, so that the bottom of the cave is about where the floor here is. Although, no, I suppose that doesn't necessarily make sense, because we'd want the widest area to be here. And I'm also not digging down into the ground as much. So let's do the vertical offset right about there. Alright, because see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So if I'm up 4, that's alright. That'll work. And now, I want that pitch to go out 180. And wait. There. Horizontal offset. Center of it could be centered on the... Yeah, on the center here. And... Nope, not pitch. There, forward offset. Let's dig it in enough that it isn't going to have any chance of hitting the what I've got already here. So it needs to be at least -4. No, we want it to be 10 at least. Let's call it 15. Alright. So it is completely inside of the wall here, but I'm going to grab the number 2 and open that up. But let's grab... Yeah, let's take a look here. See, it's sticking out some. It's sticking out by 4 sections. I'm mostly laying this out, as a way of ensuring that I get it dug in the right place. more so than I need that whole area excavated. So let's get into here. And let's prep for adding on explosives. Alright, so got 9 of them laid out. Let's go ahead and get this placed. At least some scaffolding just to connect them all, and then I can trigger them all at the same time. So rather than using my welder to come in here and put them in a way that uses up all my plate. Oh, I guess that does only use one at a time. Let's do that. Yeah, and then, you know, don't need to worry about wasting too much material. Okay. And then I got one more to grab. And it's gonna be go time. Ugh. Bumping into things. Alright, cannot get 16 girders and 6 explosives. I thought I had all that. Okay, well, let's make some explosives here. Alright, and we are ready to blow this. I really hope that I calculated this correctly. Because, like, so effectively, the center, each of these explosions goes out the 7 blocks so that the sphere it creates intersects with this sphere pretty well. So it doesn't, like, visioning it, it doesn't, well, geez, okay, so see how I have 2 lights on my light? It's, I don't know. I'm pretty confident that because this is 15 out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. Maybe I do the back row first. Well, no, because then they're gonna knock these off. I'll just save, and if I totally screwed up, which I don't think I did, but if I did, I'll reload. Okay. Let's grab all of the warheads and start the countdown. I think they're going. Whoa! Crikey. Oh, and I totally miscalculated. Damn. And it didn't even blow things up properly. Oh. Ah. Alright, I'm back. Let's try something different. Let's set off just the 3 in the back first. And I'm actually going to grab most of the stuff out of these. And keep it separate and safe. I mean, the other thing is that using the number 2 to do the excavation, it's not too bad. I may not have even needed to think about doing this at all, but I'm here. It's happening, so. And if I set them to start going off separately, right? Oh, you know what? I could just do this.
Energy low.
Yeah, let me just grab all this. Doesn't take any effort to put the stuff back. And that way I can see where that explosion goes out to. So let's grab this. Come on. Oh, almost had it. There. And start countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's way more explosives than I thought it would be. Okay, so this is... So the explosion extended from here only out by like 2 blocks. So this explosion here only went out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, oh man, so it just barely clipped the... Alright, looks like I need to put the explosives back for this one here and blow it again. So, like this.
Energy critical.
Yes, yes, my energy is critical. Where's this? Alright, let's start the countdown. Gonna hear the explosion go off behind me. And I have a much cleaner interior now. Okay. I think I might set off these here and not those. So let me do that. Alright, let's try this. Start countdown. And there's a decent screenshot. Alright. Let's put one here, and then one in the middle, and then that'll be the cavern for the excavation. And that should be done. And with these extra large lights that I have on the jacks here, we can actually come in and see just how much space we've got. I think that this will be more than enough room to make a large, airtight base. You know, I'm going to put the farms in here, storage in here, refining in here, and then what is on fire? What's going on? Why is this on? The explosions caused inertia to bump out and pushed this. That is surprising. I need to fix that now. Let's turn off the gravity generator so that I can see where I am in relation to the gravity of the base here. Alright. That's a little bit better. That's all good there. Let me try and get this fixed up. What happened? Oh, jeez. Maybe I just...
Inventory full.
Maybe I just take that thruster off. Yeah. Alright, so I've done my excavation. Wrong button. I now am at the point where I need to design a base in here. Yeah, cool. Alright guys, well I am looking at how much recording I've got, and I think I am done for this session. I think I like the floor on the interior blocks, the emissives like that. Maybe I'll do it this way. I'll do one of the sci-fi, and then on either side of it, one of the standards. So it looks like there's going to be a walkway. And that walkway will be directly out into the middle. Oh, and I need water. So, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Survival Records. Door. I hope you will join me on the next one. And until then, thanks for watching.